Episode 3. Black people are brown. Oh shit. He actually made another episode. And this one's probably better than the second. Damn, he might have a future in this shit. He's pretty good. That's what you probably gonna be thinking after this one. Cause there ain't no chill at all. No chill on this one. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right fucking now. It's no chill. Cause I'm in your head. Just like that one little nigga. What he said? He said, I'm on your bumper. Yeah, I'm on your bumper. We out here playing bumper cars and shit. Nah, that was how you really hit on a bitch back in the day. At the fair. Or at an amusement park. Fucking playing bumper cars. The most attractive bitch, you make sure you in her group because you know they only let like 15 people in to play at a time. And what I would do is I would go and try to wreck the most attractive bitch in there. I'm flirting with her. So afterwards, I'm like, I didn't mean to wreck you. Yeah, I did, bitch. What's your name? What's your number? Okay, cool. You want to ride something else? Yeah, let's ride the drop tower. Nope. Sorry, baby. I don't do that. Fucking riding the drop tower. That was the one ride I never rode, you guys. The one that goes straight up in the air and drops you. I'm afraid of heights. Nowadays, you just see too much weird shit going on. Niggas getting stuck up there and shit. You don't see nothing but swinging legs. Knowing my ass, I'd lose a shoe up there. I was the type of nigga who... I'd be up at the top of rides, I'd be spitting down and shit. Hoping it lands on the nigga's head. I mean, how they gonna know who did it? But I feel bad for the motherfuckers who be riding shit and they be losing shit, you know, like hats. The wind catch it and, you know, it's gone. Unless you just follow it with your eyes all the way to the ground. But shit, if I was a nigga on the ground, I'm trying to catch that. Free hat, nigga. Nah, I remember when I was at the one time that I was about to ride the drop tower, though, for real. I was with my cousin. And luckily at this time, I had a cast on my wrist. And you can't ride shit like that if you have any type of cast on your leg or arm or anything. So they ain't let me. But we get near the front, you guys, and this motherfucker jumps out of the line. Leaves me up there by my fucking self to ride this shit. I start crying and shit. Cause I'm still like a little young nigga at the time. And the dude says, yeah, sorry, you can't ride it. I'm like, oh, thank you, God. And during this trip that we went on to the King's Dominion, this was probably one of the most embarrassing things that's ever happened to me, you guys. So like we was leaving the park, going home and shit. And, you know, when you enter or exit a park, they got them little turnstiles, you know, that you walk through and it turns so the next person will walk through it. And my cousin, like, he was athletic at the time and I wasn't. And this motherfucker jumps over the shit. And I try to jump over it too. And guess what happens to me? My fucking leg gets caught in it. Fucking amusement park, you guys. One of the exits. And you know, this is a place where tons of people are entering and exiting. And my leg is literally stuck in there. Had to call one of the people to come and get me out. So embarrassed. I don't know what this episode is about, you guys. In general, they're not about anything. They're just a way for me to talk. Because I'm a chatty Cathy. I love to talk. Love to chit chat. I'll go over to my nigga's house just for 5 minutes to say what's up. Did he water his plants today? Nah, I don't be doing that shit. If a nigga has plants, y'all need to slap the fuck out of him for real. That's some girl shit. I know a couple bitches who got fucking jungles in their crib. I'm like, bitch, is it fun maintaining this? The rainforest? Oh yeah, I love plants. So now I gotta ask her shit about her plants. Make it look like I'm interested. how long she's had them, what kind is this, where'd you get it? And deep down, I don't be giving a single fuck. I just be wanting to talk about something. I hope that you guys seen, like, if you seen my podcast now, that I have versions in different languages up. So, like, I got the Chinese version, ni hao. I got the Spanish version, hola. And I got the Polish version, cześć. And so sweet. I hope somebody gets me, like, encourages me to make an Arabic version. I want to see what it sounds like too. But I don't think I can go to the Middle East. You niggas scare me. Fucking playing with RPGs and shit. And thugs here, they different from thugs in the Middle East. Thugs here, they want to kill a nigga. They don't want to kill themselves. And that's why, like, I fuck my niggas here for real, like, on some real shit, no bull. Like, homie said, he pull up, he said, I got you. I like, yeah, I got you too, bro. Like, on some real, like, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like, you know how I go, real shit. Hey, for real though, like, my thug imitations are the best, the ones that I enjoy doing the most. Because I'm the furthest nigga from a thug. I'm from the country. I remember I was in the hood for a year, my freshman year of university. Had to transfer after that. Had to get the fuck out. It's too hood for my black ass. And like ODU, this is near Virginia Beach, like in Norfolk. So like this shit is pretty hood for me. And like on ODU's campus, you guys, like, I ain't even gonna bullshit you. They got a street named Killam Avenue. Killam. On the college university campus, nigga, change the name of the street. But I mean, seriously, Killam Avenue? I mean, I didn't even want to go near the street. I thought it was bad luck or something. Bad juju. And I remember on this night, we were going to a party and shit, and I'm with my niggas. We was, like a real good group of friends. We all stayed on the same floor and shit. But they was from down that area, so they pretty acclimated to that hood shit for real. And on this night, I'm wearing some exotic shit. Like I'm wearing this full leopard hoodie or cheetah print hoodie. It looks expensive, but it really wasn't. I got this shit at my local flea market, Happy's Flea Market. They had this Asian store in there where they was selling like urban hip hop clothes. And I'm pretty sure I paid like $30 for it. And I'm wearing this hoodie. And I remember I was talking to just some random person, like a group of 3 people. They had just like come up to us, start talking to me specifically. And you know me, like I'm a friendly dude. Like I'm trying to make vibes with everybody, get to know them and shit. But them, like, they're from the hood, so they know that not everyone has good intentions all the time. And after we finally like leave them and shit, my friends are like, man, you better watch out who you talking to out here wearing that cheetah hoodie. They see you wearing that and they think you got some money on you. Out here looking like a cheetah girl and shit. Fucking That's So Raven. And everybody out there geeking and shit. And I'm like, man, for real? Because had the motherfucker try to pull a gun on me for the hoodie, I would have took it off and said, here, nigga, take it. You can have anything you want. I'll buy you 3 of them. What do you want? I don't fuck with that hood shit. But one of the like good friends that I made who wasn't a part of this group, he was someone who just had commuted and shit, but he was from the area too. But I met him on orientation. So like we had just bonded instantly because he was in computer science too. And he was into like the same type of shit that I was into, hooping and clothes and shit. And like I remember one day, well, he was the plug too, so he be trapping. And I remember one day he had said that he had got robbed because he had like 3 or 4 ounces and he was going to make a play, like sell some of it. So, and he texted me and said, man, I just got fucking robbed. I was like, what happened? He was like, I was sitting in my car waiting for the motherfucker to show up. and two niggas in ski masks come up knocking on the window with guns. I said, what you do? He was like, what you think? I gave that shit up. I'm down $1,000 today. So we can't smoke. I'm like, fuck, man. For real? But I ain't buying no weed. All my niggas are smoking, so like, I'm trying to get that shit for free. And he was the type of dude who always had like the newest Jordans that came out. Like, I'm talking every single one. Like, anyone that was like hot, he had them. And he was like, man, I can't get the new Jordans this week. I'm like, damn, bro, that's tough. Tough shit. But got me thinking about what's my favorite shoe. I gotta think on that. I'm gonna give you two. My favorite shoe is probably just a pair of royal blue ones. So simple, but so, like the patent leather on them and everything. Can wear them with anything. Blue or white. And then my other favorite one is a pair of Have a Nike Day Air Max 95s. These things are so fire. They're the perfect summer shoe. They have like an all black base with like pastel colors. So like on the heel or like in the middle of the shoe, it's like just different shades of colors. They got a purple color, a teal, a yellow, or like orange. I can't remember right now, but like something fire. And like you can wear one of those colors with the shoe, make it look hard, or just wear black. And I wore them things so fucking much, like the sole came off of them. So I had to retire them motherfuckers. Can't wear them no more. So if someone want to hook me up and give me a pair, like, please. I was really big into buying and selling shoes and clothes too. I bought the better Nike bot and everything. That's how you know a motherfucker was a nerd for real. Bought a bot to help him buy some shoes? How do you even set up a bot? I ain't know either. That's why I was like not really that good for real. Because what you needed to have proxies with your bot. And proxies, that's pretty much just a way to like mask your location or have different IP addresses that are attempting to get the shoes for you. Because, if you have a bot and you're just using one account, you're sending a lot of requests to a server. And a server, they're just going to like IP ban you. So proxies were the way to get around that. But I ain't have it set up, so I ain't even like hit on anything big with the bot. I mean, I got like a couple of shoes that weren't really that hot or anything, but the best shoe that I had got was like just by luck. It was the Pirate Black Yeezy 350s. Got them on the Adidas Confirmed app. I'm pretty sure that's how like shoes were sold then when they came out, was through the app. I got them and, motherfuckers are paying $1,200 for them. I definitely had to let that shit go. But before I gotta flex with them, post shit on the gram, let niggas know I got them. When I studied abroad, I went to a sneaker con in Germany. I ended up taking a trip by myself just to go to this. And I bought 2 pairs of shoes. I don't remember one of them. But the main one that I got was a pair of Pharrell Human Race NMDs. The red ones. These things are so fire. When I got back to Poland, I ended up sending them back to my house in the States. Because I always had the intention of I was going to sell them. Because I got them for $400. And they was going for like $800 or so. I'm pretty sure I sold them for $9 when I finally got back. But I sent them to my house because if you're going to sell some shoes, you got to keep the box. And ain't no way I was fitting the box with all my shit in it. I ended up having to leave clothes there that I brought with me. that I knew that I wasn't going to wear there anymore or whatnot. I left them for the maid or the people who clean the shit. Let them decide what they want to do with it. All right. So you got some fashion, huh? You into fashion. Okay. That's cool. Well, I was a gamer. And, you know, I'm competitive as fuck. So I was a good gamer, you guys. Like, I can't wait to tell this story. Oh man, anyone who knows me knows this is the highlight of my life. NCAA football 13, you guys. I was the GOAT. The literal GOAT. What you mean, nigga? You was on PS3 or something? Playing online and shit? Yeah, nigga. I was on PS3. And I was ranked second in the world, you guys, for the duration of the game. Do you know how cool it has to be ranked second in the world in a video game? Like, there ain't many niggas who say they can do that. That's for sure. My gamer tag on there was Ace Hood, August 9th. I was a huge Ace Hood fan back in the day. He just made the hardest rap music for me. Well, that was one of my gamer tags. I had so many, like, I had gamer tags just based on the game. Like, that was my NCAA one. Had a Madden gamer tag. Had a Call of Duty one. I was XX the Merker. XX. Me and my boy. I was XX the Merker 1. He was XX the Merker 2. And you know, like, you legit at the game when you got niggas who was like, who created gamer tags and they was like XX the Merker 8. You know, like niggas wanted to be a part of this shit straight up. That's how good niggas was at Call of Duty. Well, not even just Call of Duty. Like I told you, I was a gamer. My hand-eye coordination is phenomenal. No bullshit. So, like, and that's why I had to stop gaming for real because I take everything competitively and I be in the room. I ain't ever broke no controllers or nothing, but I be breaking other shit. I be breaking desk, slamming my doors and shit, pulling it off the hinges and shit, you know, so I had to stop gaming for real. I ain't even played the new NCAA football. I heard it's trash anyway. Like, people just wanted it because it ain't been out in a while. But let me tell you about me playing NCAA football. So, 13. I can't remember. Was this the one with Robert Griffin on the cover? Or Denard Robinson? I don't know. But I remember when I got this game, you guys, like, I was at the beach because this game always came out during the summer, right? And I was at the beach and I knew that this game was coming out. So I took my fucking PlayStation down to the beach with me. And at midnight, when it comes out, I get my grandma to take me to Walmart just so I can get it. We get back to the room. I've already got my system fucking loaded up and shit, ready to go. I'm sitting there playing online on the hotel's Wi-Fi, whooping niggas' ass online. Next day, everybody wakes up, wants to go to the beach, get some sun. And I'm like, nah, I'm playing the game at the beach. Life is good, for real. Like, that's how you know, like, I was really about my shit, for real. Yeah, nigga, you sound like you was probably 220 pounds in the 10th grade with your fat ass. Hey, stop that. That's mean. Dead ass though, you guys. Like, I was a little fat motherfucker, bro, for real. I mean, I started to like really trim down probably junior year. But like, by the time I hit university, like niggas was like good for real. What mainly changed that for me was like, I had just cut soda out of my diet completely. And then I lost like a lot of like fat and in general just changed. But back to this game, because I have to tell this. Stop letting me get sidetracked, okay? But the only thing I really want to say is like when I beat the number one dude in the world, because I did. And at the time when I beat him, I was like ranked in the top 25. I think I was like 23 or 22. And I ran with South Carolina. Like, that was my squad in the game. And on this team, this is when they had fucking Marcus Lattimore at running back, Jadeveon Clowney at defensive end, Alshon Jeffrey, Stephon Gilmore. You guys, this team was fucking loaded. And I think the quarterback was Connor Shaw. And I think the nigga had like at least 80 speed. So like you could scramble with him a little bit too. So I was using them as my squad. But if you know anything about sports games, especially like football games, it all comes down to speed. And what's the most popular team? Well, like the fastest team back in NCAA and during the day, fucking Oregon. This is when they had DeAnthony Thomas, and I think the quarterback was Marcus Mariota. I can't remember very many other people, but like DeAnthony Thomas was like a walk-in cheat code because he was so fast. And there was this fucking glitch in the game that if you're on offense, you could run behind the line of scrimmage, like literally like it's only some shit that you could do in a video game. Just make it look so cheesy, just running back and forth. And the defensive players would not try to tackle you at all until you tried to cross the line. So, and the number one dude in the world, like he just abused that play to get to number one. And like I told you in guard me, like I be thinking like a coach, you know, like how can I stop this shit? And what you had to do is you had to like be so good at hot routing your players before the ball had snapped, right? So you would pick a play when you got those little three plays on the screen and shit. You would choose your play, but you would have to like change what some of your players were doing before the play. And you had to do this shit like super quick before he had hiked the ball. And you know, like motherfuckers choose they play, they run into the line quick as fuck trying to run their play before you can make all your changes and shit. And like you can imagine, you know, you gotta like switch from one player. You had to memorize like the certain commands on what each player would do. So you like it's literally like you looking like you playing Guitar Hero. You got fucking going so quick and shit. And what I did to stop the play is I just took both my cornerbacks and put them on quarterback contained so they can't get outside of you. Most people will probably think, yeah, just throw them on a blitz. And, you know, I had tried that at first, but that shit just didn't work. So I put them on quarterback contained so they can't get outside. And then as soon as the dude cuts inside, like I'm controlling the middle linebacker so I can get him easily. And, you know, like me, like I'm smart how to play a football game. I ain't like none of these fucking NFL coaches don't know how to use timeouts and shit. As soon as I got the lead, you guys, this was in the first quarter. I'm letting the play clock run down to 1 second. Literally, you guys, like I am milking the fuck out of the clock because I'm running the ball with Marshawn Lattimore. Like I was a big run dude. So I am like 1st and 10, 2nd and 4, 3rd and 1. I just milked almost 2 minutes off the game clock from 3 plays, you guys. Like real nerd shit. But like, this is the number one dude in the world. I am doing anything I can to beat this dude. And like, I can't even begin to describe the feeling of like when you beat that dude. It was the most elating feeling ever. Like, I don't know if it's probably bad to say, but it's probably the highlight of my life so far. For real. Being ranked 2nd in the game, in the world in the game, for the duration of the game. And then to beat the number one dude, like, man, that shit was great. And how it worked before is like, they just had like 2 big lobbies that like you just joined and people could see your record and stuff. And then you would go and challenge them to a game. Right. So like it was just by luck that I was online the same time as the number one dude. And, you know, if you like highly ranked like I am, you always getting game requests from people because people want to play you. They want to beat you. But like, you don't want to play people who aren't good. You want to play people who are the fucking best. So like, it was kind of hard sometimes to get a good game. The lobbies was like East and West. They ain't have no like, it ain't really mean that you had to be on the East or West. It just gave you like a different option to go into and shit. But now like ranked play like that ain't even really a thing. Like it's all about fucking, in these video games now, these companies are doing anything to get microtransactions going. Opening packs. Start developing their own little Green Bay Packers. I ain't lying either, nigga. I'm very scary. Go ask the Vikings. Damn. He knows ball. You right, I do. I made Guard Me. Go listen to it. By who is he? Shit. He's plugging himself mid-podcast. Yeah. Consider it an ad break, nigga. This one isn't going to be so much talk in here, like tech stuff, but I'm going to make just some hints at it as like what's possible, you know? And one thing that is possible, like, and you're probably like, dude, you're right. Why doesn't that exist yet? And it's probably because they would have to change the rating on the games, the sports ones mainly, from rated E to mature or T, whatever. I don't know. I don't even know what the rating would be for this shit. Plus the tech wasn't there before, but now like it's getting there. Coin, like money in GTA, you guys, like that should have a real value. VC and 2K, that should have a real value. I mean, VC stands for virtual currency. That's crypto, you guys. That's what that is. And really how it would work is like, you know, the value of VC is going to go up and down, like based on how many players are playing the game and shit. So like, if you're smart, you can like, you just load up VC throughout the duration of the game, right? And then when nobody is fucking playing, basketball season's over and people are like outside playing different games or whatnot, like you buy more VC because let's just say like 1,000 VC is worth $1, right? So it's a 1 to 10 ratio or 10 to 1, whatever. And when the new game comes out, it's like 1,000 coins is like $4, right? So you could sell your VC when the game comes out, the new one, because, you know, like they release new games every year and they don't be changing shit in the game. They just be like making roster updates saying, yeah, we got some new graphics in here. We're using a new game engine and shit. And, you know, like you can buy VC at the store or in the game, but like, why can't you sell that shit? I don't know. It just seems kind of dumb to me. But like with GTA too, like that would be ideal, you guys, because in my opinion, like I'm thinking innovative and this is going to blow you guys' brain. But like, I want to solve crime in the hood. I want to get people out of the hood, or if they don't want to stay, like I want to create new opportunities for you guys. And, you know, like, how can you do that? I mean, it's all going to come down to fucking money. Like, incentivize people financially to not kill people, to not shoot a gun or do like whatever. Like, so from that standpoint, like I'm looking at it as like real life could kind of be treated as like GTA for real. And instead of like, you know, like killing someone or doing something like Go friend someone. Go be cool with them. Get to know them and shit. And then receive you some in-game currency that's crypto that can be bought and sold. And how I'm thinking is like, it will have some type of virtual headset, like this will be virtual reality mixed in with it too. But think of like you in Chicago or Atlanta or something, like, and you play the game. Maybe you have to have played the game a certain amount to get this distinction. But like some people in real life could be like bosses, and like they would have to come up and people would have to come to you and meet you and do a certain type of activity with you. Maybe it'd be like, go to the basketball court, make a 3-pointer with this person, or go and have a meal with someone, or go to like a store owner's store and buy something from that person's store. Maybe like the store owner is a boss. And hypothetically, like go with more people, the more than that you can earn. Maybe you can get like a 5x multiplier if 5 people come with you. These bosses, they're going to be rotated daily, to keep the game fresh, keep new activities going on and stuff. Because like being a boss would be like the main thing that you would want to do in the game is like get to a point where like you're elected a boss for a day, because you're going to receive part of the money too. Like you'll receive more than the people who are participating because you're the boss and people are coming to you. So you're going to have to really incentivize the first people to do this. And, like the first thing you need to do is you need to get weapons out of the street. You need to get guns out of the street. So what you do is you offer them a lot of money for each gun. And you tell them like, for any weapon that you turn in, you won't get no conviction. You won't do anything. You get money because we want to better you guys. We want the best for you guys. I do. Other people don't. And like, this is a great idea, you guys. I mean, obviously it's going to be flawed in some points, but like, this is how you're going to have to stop this shit. Because imagine like, you got real hood niggas and they got like 10, 12 different guns, and you say, all right, we're giving $10,000 for every gun. Them niggas are turning everything in, you guys. Fuck being a hood nigga no more. I got some money. And what about drugs? Do you want that too? Can I get some money for that? Because I got 150 ounces I'm ready to turn in if you want it. I'm growing my own shit now. Oh, no. You're not allowed to grow that much. Come with us. You're arrested. But if you want to use that $10,000 and buy some of our weed, go right ahead. That's what we want. We're trying to help you guys, but at the end of the day, we're still trying to keep you in the hood because you're hood niggas. We can't have you intermingling with all of us good folk. But I don't want to talk too much about that because, I mean, it's just an idea. And I mean, all ideas start with just talking them out, I guess. Right? I don't know. But you can see, like, I'm kind of smart now. But I'm going to tell you, I was smart back in the day, too. When I was in elementary school, like, no cap. Me and my bro, Big Mike, we was in the 3rd grade doing trigonometry and shit. Solving for X, solving for Y. And, like, that shit easy to me. I got a lot of X's. I got a lot of Y's, too. And now, I got 2 Z's on me for real. Damn. An alphabetical bar. It's soup. Little alphabet soup. But nah, for real, like, man, I remember me back in the day, in the 3rd grade, we had the math contest doing multiplication. And I mean, I just told you about my bro, Big Mike. So clearly it's me and him going against each other, trying to win a title of the math king of the third grade. It still doesn't sit well with me. Finishing in second. It was the 8s, 8x7. He was quicker than me at doing it. And although I came in second place, which is a commendable accomplishment to a lot of people, I remember a great piece of advice I received. If you're not first, you're last. But now, like Big Mike, he ended up getting him a full ride to Ole Miss. Ended up making a name for himself. Went and played ball and everything. Got drafted, played in the NFL, everything. That's my bro, Big Mike. Oh, hell no. This nigga is talking about the blind side. Damn. He's good. No, nigga, I'm great. And don't you forget it. Okay? So I used to love The Blind Side. Probably watched that movie about 30 times. It's a little athlete. What's the greatest sports movie? I don't even know. Love and Basketball, probably. Because that reminded myself of me back in the day. Because I was a little nigga who, the girls I had crushes on, I was mean to them. I didn't know, what to do with them. So the best thing I could do was be mean. I remember being on recess, throwing dirt at these bitches. Calling them mean names, making fun of their clothes. I was a baby, you guys. A real baby. What's a baby? Well, that's a badass kid, you guys. A fucking baby? That is a badass kid. And I'm telling you, I didn't really, start to mature until the 9th grade. For real. Once I got into high school, that's when I started to mature. But, elementary, gosh, I was the worst kid possible. I remember I got in trouble, right? And I remember I was in the, actually, I don't even know how I ended up in the library, you guys, but I was in the library in this open space and they was recording me of doing all this shit I was doing because I was so mad. I don't know what, but I was just so mad. And I remember walking up to the camera and flicking it off. And I'm taking books off the bookshelf. I'm throwing them on the floor. Fuck all y'all motherfuckers. I want to go home. I want to play the game. I think that's all what it stemmed from is I wanted to stay at home and play the video game. Or I might have gotten my PSP or Nintendo DS taken away. I'm pretty sure it was PSP. But them bitches know better than to do that. I would have whooped the nigga's ass. Like that one dude, that big black dude who whooped that teacher's ass for taking his DS away. Nah, I wouldn't have done some shit like that. I wasn't that damn big. I was like 5 foot. That nigga looked like he was about to get drafted in the NFL and shit. Whooping that whooping that teacher's ass. I don't even know what happened to the teacher. I mean, I know the big dude is in jail or juvie. Shit, she may have died. Rest in peace, girl, because if you did, damn, that's got to be one of the worst ways to go out. But taking a nigga's DS away? That's some unheard of shit. And if I was a teacher and I knew that was the outcome, fuck, man, I would have bought me one. We would have been playing that shit in front of the whole class. Running duos. You got any friends, nigga? Let's go. We'll play trios, quads. Squad up, nigga. Drop me into the battle royale. I'll buy us a little book. Learn some cheat codes. They still make that shit, right? No, Mr. Who Is He? Nobody makes cheat code books anymore. We're all watching TikTok videos of all the cheats. Oh, well, look at the time. Tick-tock, class dismissed. But nah, for real, like, my recommendation to all teachers, if you dealing with a nigga of that size, playing his, playing his DS in school, leave him alone. Just let the nigga be. You don't want that smoke. You definitely do not want that smoke. There's probably one show that really had the biggest impact on my behavior growing up. Well, two, really. Well, three. Man, all this shit had bad influences on me. Because I would just see this shit in the show, and I'd go and repeat it. And what you don't do, you guys, is if you hear something in South Park, you don't go and repeat it to the people in your family, especially the women. I remember it clear as day, because my grandma slapped the fuck out of me, made sure I would never forget it. In South Park, they told me to ask someone what the clitoris was. So what do you think I did? And it was after church one day. And my family, like after church, all the women are gathered around watching soap operas, Days of Our Lives, Young and the Restless. I'm just talking to my grandma. I said, "What's the clitoris?" And she hauled off and slapped the fuck out of me across my chest. I had to learn the hard way not to watch South Park no more. Fuck y'all. Y'all got my ass whooped. But the other one, like, this was like, especially like popular for myself in middle school, I'm pretty sure. But I used to love George Lopez on Nickelodeon. That nigga's head, it's got jokes for days. I know, huh? I know, huh? But, like, that was just for myself. I know, like, for most black families or black people in general, niggas loved Martin. Oh, yeah, here we go. I love Martin. Yeah, nigga, me too. I had all the DVDs. All of them. Every season. Who was your favorite character? Well, you know a nigga like me, I got a little crush on Big Shirley, for real. Big Shirley. Did they ever show her? I don't think they ever showed her. The bitch was just in the show causing earthquakes from now and then. But my brother, he always be, like, his favorite character was definitely Shanae. Fucking goofy ass nigga. Nigga be trying to dress like her too. Be putting on makeup and shit. Fucking fruitcake. My own brother. Fucking fruitcake. I don't give a damn what you guys think. If you think that's bad, oh gosh. I've said worse. I've said the meanest things you could possibly say to that monkey. and before you guys start like saying, "Oh, this nigga is racist as fuck." No, not even one bit, you guys. But you have to know, like, I grew up in the South, and I grew up in a very small town, and still to this day, we got niggas wearing rebel flags, and well, yeah, wearing it. But I meant like in their lawn and shit, like they got rebel flags up. So I'm telling you, like, that shit is still here, and maybe it don't even mean that much to them, or whatnot. But like, I mean, I definitely don't give a shit. What, as long as they ain't bothering me, what the fuck does a flag got to do with shit? I could care less. And besides, we won, nigga. And like, why it don't bother me is because I've heard it all, you guys. Especially growing up in this like predominantly white area. You can imagine the types of shit that I heard playing sports. Them honkies would say anything to you to get under your skin. especially the big redneck team that we played, Giles. And you know a team is fucking redneck when they run in the wing T during football. That's the most redneck offense ever. Because they got big offensive linemen that are like 260 pounds. Fucking bulldozing our asses. We're losing fucking 40-10. What the fuck do you do in this situation? And what do you do during the day? Like literally the day is fucking grim as fuck. Because you know, you got you a football game and shit, but like it's cold out. Because niggas always play Giles in November when it's cold. And you just know you about to get your ass whooped. And niggas don't even want to play. For real. Man, I've been there. Getting your ass whooped handed to you in high school football. Ain't nothing like it. But I don't want to sit here and harp back on fucking high school football. Because we was trash. Ain't shit. It ain't worth reminiscing over. Today, I bet you niggas are betting on high school football. As much betting is going around. It's everywhere, you guys. Because niggas don't watch sports no more just to watch it and enjoy it. If you watching a game, you got money on the fucking game. Everybody. Women too. No bullshit, you guys. I had, I was talking to a shawty and that I had matched with on a dating app, and she was like, "Hey, are you on FanDuel? You want to sign up under my referral code?" A fucking girl, yo, talking about use my referral code. I'm like, FanDuel, bitch, I'm on DraftKings. and yo, like this shit is crazy, bro, because like Emily, I'm pretty sure I got her hooked on that shit too. Because she ended up getting like one of the first few times that she had bet, she had hit for like a couple $100, like $500 or some dollars, and that got her hooked. But you know, bitches, like, they don't know how to bet. They don't know what the fuck they betting on. Emily, this stupid bitch, she's betting on like how many points the other team is going to be like leading by at the quarter, like the exact points, you know, like they're going to be leading by 8 or 7 points. And I remember we was at a party, well, not even a party. We was at like our friend's house. It was just like two couples, me and her. And then like we was at their house and we was watching, it was, I'm pretty sure it was the Warriors and someone. And she had bet on like the spread of how many exact points the team was going to be leading by. And she had announced that she had just won like $300, right? And we went and looked at the bet, and the stupid bitch ain't even do it right. She was like monitoring how many exact points they would be up at halftime, but she ended up betting how many points they would win the quarter by. So she thought that she won because, you know, the spread or whatever team was winning, they was up by like 8 points, but they needed to win the quarter by exactly 8 points. So she looking stupid, but we ain't say it in front of everybody. It was just between me and her. And I was like, bitch, you ain't win that shit. And she was like, well, don't say it out loud. I'm like, okay, I won't. But in general, like betting has a hold of everybody now. And, you know, it's not going to stop now. It's only going to increase even more by targeting the youth. And, you know, you can't bet until you're 21, but that don't mean niggas ain't betting. I'm pretty sure, well, I know that I wasn't 21 yet. I was either 19 or 20. I remember it was Karl Anthony Towns' rookie season when I had first like gotten involved in betting. Oh, you must have lost a lot of money on Karl Anthony Towns, huh? Since you know him by heart. Man, fuck that nigga, for real. Nah, for real. Like, everyone has that one team or player that whenever they bet on them, like, they can never get it right. And for me, like, Karl Anthony Towns is that player for me. Like, I can never get it right when I bet on him. But when I had first started betting, I was making like dumb bets. And I was betting on quarters, not like Emily. I was actually betting the spread and shit. But I was on Bovada, right? And I started off with $100 in my account. I put $100 on there. And let's just say it's Orlando Magic versus Miami Heat. And the spread for the first quarter is like 2.5. I bet Miami Heat to win the quarter by at least 2.5. I put $100 on it. So now I have close to 200. Second quarter. I'm looking at the lines and shit. They got the points at 56. I'm going over. I put $200 on it. So now I have close to 400. Third quarter. All right, the Miami Heat team total points, 27.5. I'm going over. I put $400 on it. I win it. Do the same thing in the fourth quarter. So now I have like $1,500 from one fucking game, you guys. I'm like, man, fuck. I'm doing this shit all the time. Made more in fucking 4 quarters than I did a week and a half doing work. And then, I start to lose some bets and shit. And then I got down to like $700. And I was like, fuck, I'm about to win all my money back. So at this point, like, I'm doing a good amount of research, trying to make a good bet because, I'm about to put fucking $700 on this shit. I need it to be a good one. Not something that's like up in the air. And it was his points and rebounds. Pretty sure it was 27.5. And like over the last few games, I'm pretty sure he was averaging at least like 32. So I'm like, this is a good bet. But like the more that I became aware of everything, I'm like, this is his rookie season. And you don't bet on fucking rookies. If you know anything about Karl Anthony Towns, what is he known for doing? Fouling. The nigga can't play no fucking defense. So in the first quarter, you guys, he picks up 2 quick fouls. And I'm already like, man, fuck. He ends up finishing the game with 26 points and rebounds. All he needed was 2 more points. Couple of free throws. That was the difference between $1,400 and $0. I was mad as fuck. And now, like, you see all of the gambling content everywhere and shit. So, like, obviously younger people are going to see it because it's in every fucking commercial and shit. And, like, their mom or dad, they're telling them, like, yeah, we need Patrick Mahomes, 20 more yards. We need fucking Justin Jefferson to get a touchdown today. And, like, they're going to be immersed in it too. But how they're really going to start attracting kids is, like, you heard it here first. You guys remember this. You heard it here first. They're going to allow streamers to start streaming sporting events. Like Kai Cenat, Speed, Aiden Ross. They're going to allow them to start streaming the games. And how it'll work is like through subscriptions or donations during that period. Like they'll just get divided among them and the league. Because from some sense, like, they'll probably make more streaming a game because, people who don't really watch streamers, they'll want to watch the game because you won't have to pay for like league pass and shit no more. And in general, like, this is going to open up a new form of content creation for real. Because, they have commentators and stuff now, but, they're rated E for everyone essentially. Because, they're being friendly, not cussing or anything. But some people don't want that. Some people want to hear niggas sweating bets, cussing a motherfucker out for taking a 3 when he got a wide open lane to the rim. there are tons of young people watching it, and it's going to get them involved with, like, first watching sports again. You know, if they're watching sports with their favorite streamers, they're going to watch it. And then what I hope don't happen is they like start promoting gambling content on there. Because I mean, I just seen an article recently on Twitter talking about there was a 15-year-old who like was on his grandma's credit card and ended up racking up like $900,000 in debt. And you know, like most of y'all like, fuck, $900,000 on a credit card? These niggas must be rich. Well, yeah, probably. But like 15-year-old betting on that shit, he's doomed. So I hope that they like these leagues and stuff take that shit seriously and don't like really, or well, the leagues aren't gonna do it. It's gonna come down to regulation, like governmental regulation and stuff to prevent practices like that on young people or whatnot. And what needs to happen really is, I know that you guys see like all of the gambling content that they post on social media or these sports networks and stuff, talking about the odds, giving out bets and stuff. But you know, they only do that shit before the game. They don't ever do that shit after the game, talking about who won, the spread, and the points. What they need to do is they need to show like at least the last 10 results for the teams in terms of covering the spread and the over under on points, you know, because at some point, you know, teams are going on streaks of doing a certain thing, and you'll want to like know what they've been doing against the spread easily. You don't want to have to go and do all this data digging, trying to find stuff, because niggas ain't doing that. Most people aren't analytical like that to go and see. And in general, like, if you think that these niggas don't know the odds before the game, you're fucking dumb. Everyone knows the shit. The money line, the odds on it, the spread, what it was, the total points. And that's why you see shit like so close near the end of the game. I mean, of course, like the odds have gotten to a point where they know a good amount of what'll happen, and that's why they set the line so close. But still, these niggas know it. And if you need more proof, just look at all the cases that you've seen of athletes getting suspended for betting and shit. In the NBA, NFL, college. I was talking to this one John. We was like fooling around and doing a lot of shit. And she had an ex-boyfriend. She had told me about this. She was dating someone who was on UVA, the football team, and he was like a kick returner. And he was betting on their team or against them or some shit. And he ended up like winning enough money to take his friends and her on a nice trip to Florida. She was one of my faves too. Fucking freaky bitch. Throat goat. Nah, she wasn't the throat goat, but she was in the top few. She was ranked. But like, going back to this streaming point, like I just pointed out how like it'll be bad for young kids, but in some sense, like people who are older, it'll probably be better for them, you know, because if they're watching a streamer who's betting, sometimes they won't feel like they have to bet, because that's like a lot of it. It's just the thrill of it, you know, going through it, sweating the whole fucking bet out and shit. And like if they're just like along with someone watching them sweat out a bet, they'll feel immersed in it too, like it's their bet. So it can be beneficial in some ways too, for real. So what's the most money you've lost? Or what's the most money you've won? Everyone remembers their biggest win and biggest losses. And I told you I lost 700 on Karl Anthony Towns, but over the span of the second and third fight, I've lost the most money on Deontay Wilder, you guys. I've lost probably a couple bands on Deontay Wilder. I was so convinced he was going to knock Fury's ass out in the second fight. So convinced. And I went to a big party and shit, and I'm telling him yeah, I got $1,000 on Wilder knockout. And when that nigga gets his he's damn near hanging out the ring, fucking knocked out and shit, almost threw my phone against the fucking wall and shit. I was so pissed, everybody in there talking shit, hype as fuck, cause they bet on him. And I was practically the only loser of everybody, and I lost so much money. And then I ended up trying to thinking he was going to do it, come back better, make adjustments in the third fight. Ain't happened. And nigga just got his ass handed to him. And after that, he ain't been the same since, for real. Well, what's the most you've won? Well, I've won a couple thousand. I remember it was a Sunday, and it was the Milwaukee Bucks and the Brooklyn Nets. This was when Kevin Durant was on the team. I had a nice parlay. Had Kevin Durant 30 points, Giannis 30 points, Giannis 10 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 steals, Milwaukee win, over points. This is a huge parlay. So I ended up hitting on that. Okay, nigga, let's get to the funny stuff again. Well, I don't know if this will be funny to some people, but did y'all see this teacher? This woman teacher who raped her student? If you've seen the teacher, I'm pretty sure her name is Christina Formella, whatever, something like that. But she's gotten arrested and everything now, and she's in jail. Bye. But this teacher is bad as fuck, you guys. For a teacher, bad as fuck. And niggas on the internet, they saying that kid hit the jackpot for real. Fucking on this teacher like that. When she looked like that, shit. Had it been me, shit. Man, I would have sealed my lips and threw the key in the fucking ocean. That's for sure. I wouldn't have told a soul. And you wouldn't have found no evidence either. I would have had all of our messages in the messaging app disguised as the calculator. I didn't even know you could do shit like that till one of my niggas had told me. And I thought that I was out hoeing around and shit. He started telling me some stuff that he was doing, and then he started doing it in front of me. I was like, fuck, man. You might be the GOAT of being a hoe. He had a girlfriend that didn't live with him, was a couple towns away and shit. And we was all together. We would be over at someone else's house, and he'd be like, yo, can I borrow your pillow? And he'd be like, borrow my pillow for what? And he's like, I gotta tell my girl I'm going to sleep. He would put his pillow against the wall and snap a photo with him leaned up against it like he was going to sleep. I was like, fuck, man. That's good. That's a good one. Niggas really be up to some secrecy shit here. Shh, don't tell nobody. But back to this teacher. I ain't done with her ass. But for real, being so serious, this bitch scarred him for life. He is sexually traumatized. There's no way he is going to be able to recover from this. Fucking on your teacher? It don't get better than that, nigga. I'm telling you now. It don't get better than that. Nigga probably gonna be on a dating app in like 10 years talking about 2 truths and a lie. I was raped by my teacher. My favorite color is orange. And I enjoyed being raped by my teacher. But why, like, this shit is interesting to a lot of people is because this is a woman teacher. You know, normally it's the other way around. You got the male teacher who be doing some stupid shit. But you know, for me, like, I've always been a little suspect of male teachers in the first place. The fuck you want to be a teacher for? The fuck you want to be a teacher for? You ain't want to do nothing else. You ain't want to code or go into construction, be an architect, except teach some young people. I find it a little odd, you guys. I mean, I'm sure there are some good male teachers out there who just love kids and shit, but like, for me, I never considered it an option 1 second. To teach some kids? Some high school kids? Fuck no. These bitches are looking to get you caught up nowadays. Cause who knows? You kiss, you touch, you do something, who fucking knows? But as soon as you do, they got your ass. And listen, Tom, this is how it's all gonna work. You're gonna give me MySpace, because that's where this all started, right? On MySpace? Right. Okay. So you're gonna give me MySpace, and then you're gonna give me all A's for the rest of the semester. Because if you don't, I'm going to the police, I'm going to my parents, and I'm going to the principal's office, and I'm telling everyone that you're a pedophile. So what do you have to say about that, Tom? Fuck. Do you want an A or an A plus, Ashley? Fucking Tom from MySpace. That was the OG for real. Anyone in their 30s or late 20s, that was your first social media most likely. And if you're anything like me, it's where you had your first heartbreak. Cause, you know, like, that introduced me to the power of the internet and that people would just lie and do anything and fake being someone else. Because when MySpace was big, I was big into WWE wrestling. I loved wrestling. I was a huge Dave Bautista fan. Nothing better than that Batista bomb. Boom! But you know, I thought I was dating Trish Stratus. You guys, I thought I was dating her as a fucking kid. I was literally, I was messaging a page that said they were Trish Stratus, had the photo as her and everything. Name Trish Stratus, her in the ring. And I was like, I don't know if this is really her. I want it to be. And it was the night of a match. So I told her to do a certain pose for me when she went out there, and she didn't do it. And she messages me after the match and says that she forgot. I said, no, bitch, you wouldn't have forgot. If this was real and you loved me. And that's why you got your ass whooped tonight anyway, by Tori Wilson. Nah, I was a huge WWE fan for real. Had all the action figures and everything. Shit was different. Having your little ring, making niggas do tricks and shit. The closest I came to having voodoo dolls, I guess. But I don't want to talk about no WWE or anything else right now. Now I gotta be for real. Cause I'm kind of mad at a lot of shit. And I think it's about time we do some exposing. And you guys learn something today about algorithms and how these big tech companies work. Because they fear me. You're probably like, man, this nigga's fucking crazy. And that's why they fear me, you guys, because I don't have nothing to lose. Those are the people that companies should and do fear the most, are niggas who have absolutely nothing to lose. Like, algorithms do not like me. They don't want to show my content to people, you guys. Like, and it's not that, I mean, obviously I know that I don't post a lot on social media and stuff, but like the stuff that I do post is like pretty good in my opinion. And like, they just won't show it to people for real. And I first want to call out fucking Meta, specifically Instagram, because, you know, Meta owns Facebook and Instagram. And, you know, go and look at Instagram's Instagram page, how many people they're following and how many followers they have. That should tell you a lot about the type of company they are in the first place, you guys. I promise you. That should tell you a lot about what their values are. They have 680 million followers, but they follow 160 people. What does that tell you? That tells you that they're going to favor those 160 people in the algorithm. That their content will be pushed first in front of everyone. And I mean, it's not apparently clear, like, what gets you a follow by Instagram. You know, like, it's pretty selective. It's not just going to be someone who just creates cool content, because if that was the case, they would follow at least 1,000 people. I think the last time I looked, it was 163 specifically. But like that many people? Come on. It's fishy. And you know, I went and tried to go and create a case saying like a support case saying like, yeah, I think my reach is limited. I'm shadow banned or whatnot. Just put in a support ticket or something. And I went and tried to do it. And you guys, like, they make it fucking impossible to do. They keep saying the same thing on the website. I'm looking at it right now. I'm going to tell you, like, I'm on points of support and contact on Instagram. It says, find support on the Instagram Help Center. The Instagram Help Center provides self-serve support and advice to help you learn more about products, tools, and features. Right? So this is bullet point 1 that they mention Instagram Help Center. Bullet point 2, visit the Instagram Help Center to see popular topics and to search for articles relevant to your question. And the only thing that they changed in this is they added a hyperlink into Instagram Help Center. A hyperlink is just something that you click and it directs you to a new page. Bullet point 3, you can also visit the Meta Business Help Center to learn more about advertising on Instagram. What? I'm trying to contact you guys. Why are you assuming it's about advertising? Because that's what they want. That's their money. Advertising. That's every company's business model. So let's go to Instagram Help Center. You go here and you're greeted with a search bar. If you want to open a support case or support ticket, what do you search? What are you going to search? I'm going to say support. Contact Meta Verified Support for your verified account. So you only care about us if we have a verified account? If we pay for Instagram? Seems odd, doesn't it? Yeah, it does seem fucking odd. And ain't nobody paying for no fucking Instagram account, nigga. You stole the idea from Elon. Mark. And the top article on here is points of support and contact on Instagram. Well, that's where we just fucking came from. But I just want to read you some of the other articles on here so you guys think, why the fuck do they got all that shit on there? Support organizations for victims online harm or harassment. Okay, that seems reasonable. That can happen on Instagram. But in other words, don't come to us for that shit. How to contact third-party services that may provide counseling and support. In other words, don't come to us for that shit. How to contact the grievance officer in Meta in India. Okay. The dangers of selling my organs and how to get support? Huh? I gotta repeat that one for y'all. The dangers of selling my organs and how to get support. I'm on Instagram, nigga, trying to get some fucking support. Not end up in an ice bath in Tijuana. The fuck is going on here? Support LGBTQ individuals who might be struggling with suicidal thoughts. Why the fuck they got all this weird shit up here, you guys? Like, seriously. Now let's go back to points of support and contact on Instagram. Maybe I missed something. How to contact Meta. First thing is some stupid shit, and then you can contact Meta by mail. In Dublin, Ireland? They don't even have a fucking email here, you guys. They have a mailing address in Ireland. Niggas don't even know how to fucking address a letter. Damn sure ain't sending no piece of mail. The next point is, if you would like to submit a dispute under Article 612 of the EU Digital Markets Act, learn more here. I didn't even know what the fuck the Digital Markets Act is. Had to go ask ChatGPT what it is. Let me tell you. It's a regulation from the European Union aimed at promoting fair competition in digital markets, especially by reining in the power of big tech companies, often called gatekeepers. Some of the things that they're not allowed to do is combine data from multiple services without user consent, forcing users to use certain services, and ranking their own products more favorably. Uh-oh. I don't think they've been abiding by all of these, you guys. And the last bullet point is, if you would like to ask a question about Instagram's terms of service or policies, please send an email to termsofservice@meta.com. Ain't nobody emailing terms of service. We don't even read the shit. And in general, if you do email them, if you get a response back, they're probably just going to say you're contacting the wrong place. Send an email here. And then you definitely won't get a response back until an extended amount of time, and then they'll just give you the fucking runaround. Terms of service inbox probably looks like a new Gmail account. Only emails from Gmail. Bars. I remember like one of the most memorable pieces of advice that I received in terms of like tech and everything is like, if you want to just secure yourself, is be a tech lawyer and learn about the laws and stuff regarding like patents and trademarks and shit like that. Because like almost every company, like especially social media company, you guys, they just rip off like someone else's ideas and implement it into their own system, you know, like Reels, that's TikTok. Shorts, that's TikTok. Stories on Snapchat, we'll just buy that. Damn, I didn't even mean to do that. Damn again. I'm not here just to complain to you guys, I promise. But I am looking for the chink in the armor. The weakness in everything. The thing that's going to bring the whole ship down. And I've already found it, to be honest. It's the ads. The ads will bring everything down because they will no longer be able to profit off of you guys and showing you things. Because currently, your attention, that's a metric to these big tech companies. But a decentralized ad platform, your attention becomes a currency. Because you imagine You can get paid from watching ads. You actually get paid, not the big tech companies. And no, I know a lot of poor people who would spend all day watching ads if they could to make some money. Sounds good, right? It does. I promise you. And there's more where that came from. I want to help everyone. And get everyone prepared for whatever happens. And the main thing that we can do as a country, as a society, is get our population trained on using interfaces, GUIs, graphical user interfaces, because most of you guys, there's almost no job nowadays where you don't go to your job and interact with an interface in some sort. Maybe the full extent of yours is you just punch in and punch out, but people aren't doing that with time cards anymore. You have to go into a computer, you got your own number, employee number and shit. And you're interacting with the interface when you do that. So, and that's just one. Now just think about all the different types of interfaces there are out there, you guys. Seriously, every product is its own interface. And if you don't know how to use it correctly, you're not going to maximize it to its full potential if it's designed in a good way. So that's going to be the most important skill as a society that we will need to learn, is get people technically trained on how to navigate an interface. It's not about to be a thing anymore. The big buzzword that I see coders using on social media is vibe coding. That's pretty much where they just are they're getting the ideas and stuff from AI, and then they're putting it in their IDE, their development environment, and trying it out that way. And they're not really doing that much hands-on coding anymore. Those days are gone. If you just have a good solid understanding or principle of the things that are important, then you can be successful. But I know one thing that I do want to mention, one thing that I've just seen lately in general from social media, and that's I see when you take into account the different platforms and stuff, remember I was on Facebook and then went to Twitter, and I seen something on Facebook, and then I seen the exact same thing on Twitter from a completely different page. So what irks me is people stealing other people's ideas and content and posting it on their own meme page or whatever the fuck they're doing. Of course everyone likes memes and stuff, but for example, say there's a page called Lil Nugget. I don't even know if this is a real page or not, you guys. But say Lil Nugget, he makes a tweet and says black people are brown. And then you got another page called Windshield Wiper saying black people are brown. He clearly got that shit from Lil Nugget, but he ain't gonna credit Lil Nugget for giving him that idea. He's just gonna post it to his 100,000 followers and get however many interactions on the post. That shit just irks me, nigga. Be yourself and think of your own shit. Hold on. Did this nigga just say black people are brown? Damn. I should have thought of that. Well, too late, nigga. That's mine now. And I'm going to the bank with that one. The brown bank. Because I'm the brownest nigga out there. I'm an edible brownie. Take a bite out of me. I definitely set out on a mission to make this the longest podcast for myself yet. So the next one is probably not going to be this long, you guys. So don't get your hopes up. But don't forget either that this is Who Is Music. And it's about time we get that music going. Because throughout this podcast, you may have forgot, oh, this nigga actually does write songs and make music. And I'm about to show you something great. Because this will probably be the format moving forward for real, because I really fuck with this shit. Previously, I was just showing you freestyles and stuff, but this is a song that's mostly written, layered, and has different components and stuff in it. And I hope what you end up thinking is, man, put this shit on a streaming service so I don't have to listen to your fucking podcast to hear it. Because that's what I'm like. I kind of want to make it. But I have so many fucking bangers, you guys, it ain't even funny. But I'm going to show you this one, and I'm going to say a few things after it. Not much, but just to tell you about where the song was going, what I was thinking, and different things in there. So, yeah, here it is. Niggas can't do this. Especially not like me. You don't even have to try. Don't have to. You niggas are try hard. Every time I step up, I feel like I'm on the pressure. Every time I step up, I feel like I'm on the pressure. Every time I step up, I feel like I'm on the pressure. I'm the next up, I'm the best of us. I'm the mission. I said my new record. I told my ex I was record, yeah. I don't recognize that I lost. My dick got a record and I got lost. I'm way too record lost. I blame it on that record lost. Every time that I step up, feel like I'm under pressure. Every time that I step up, feel like I'm under pressure. They say something impressive. I drop all this shit on my podcast. The niggas drop on the album. You bitches think I'm sarcastic. I made it in an hour. You looking around like now what? You looking around like now what? Every time I step up, I feel like I'm on the pressure. Every time I step up, I feel like I'm on the pressure. Every time I step up, I feel like I'm on the pressure. I'm the next up, I'm the best up. I feel like I'm on the pressure. Every time I step up, I feel like I'm on the pressure. Hey, keep it a buck with me. That shit rhyme, right? I think so. Every time I step up, I feel like I'm under pressure. I said every time I step up, I feel like I'm under pressure. Because, like, that's how I felt for real when I was going into creating a freestyle. I felt like I had to put forth such a incredible freestyle because, you know, I was doing it from the mindset like, yeah, I want to always give you the first freestyle that I do, but I want to showcase my abilities. And at the end of the day, I'm a songwriter, so I want to showcase my ability to write a song, not my ability to freestyle. Because if you guys have not noticed, I am fucking dyslexic as shit. That's why I be stuttering and shit. It's fucking annoying. And I told you about how I say mean stuff to Bubbles, my brother, but he says mean stuff to me too. He says I'm on the spectrum, on the scale. I don't really give a fuck. Because I'm better than you, nigga. I'm just kidding, Bubbles. Well, not really, but I'll say I'm just kidding for the podcast. I drop harder shit on my podcast than niggas drop on their album. Oh, gosh. Damn, nigga, that was hard. I ain't even gonna bullshit you. I know I don't do this often, but I probably should, but go follow me on social media, you guys. Like, you doing that is encouraging me to do this more and to create things more. And what I can say about it is, like, you guys should be glad that you know the person who is doing all this shit, because I mean, you can see how wild and unique the stuff that I'm doing and creating is. And you should be happy that that person is in your life and not envious because you know that person who's doing it. Because if you know me, like, you know that I'm a giver. I want to share the success with everyone, for real. And you supporting me will do that. So go follow me. On TikTok, I'm Who Is He? On Instagram, I'm Who Is He _. And on Twitter, I'm Numb Hearts. NVMB Hearts. And go share this podcast. Tell a friend. And tell a friend to tell their mom. I need some Cougars in my life. My Houston Cougars lost the championship in an embarrassing facet. Fuck them niggas.
Are you checking it right? Or you checking me out? Are you seeing this? On this barbecue chicken?